Today, we're going to be creating AI video ads for my client, Elliot Marshall, using Google's VO3 AI video generator and Facebook Ads Manager. So Elliot has been a client of ours for the past 2 years, and we've spent around $25,000 advertising his business. So Elliot is a martial arts school owner, ex-UFC fighter, TEDx speaker, and he pays us to create social video content for him. These social media videos go organically on his Instagram. I'll throw up a screenshot here of some of the videos he posts weekly, almost every single day for the past couple of years. All those videos are scripted, produced, edited, and distributed for him. On top of that, we also create the ads for him, where we're calling out a specific person for his offer and also distribute it using the ads manager here on Facebook. So in order to create the video ads, the very first place we need to start is with a script, with the idea of what we're even going to say in some of these videos, right? Luckily for us, we have already tested a lot for Elliot, and we have already seen kind of what works for in terms of getting us the person that we're looking for. In his case is martial arts school owners, so the owners of these schools. And we have spent around $2,300 on this specific ad that is currently even still live. And I think it is a good starting point for us to see, okay, what messaging has resonated. We're going to take this idea quite literally. I'll show you guys the ad. We'll quite literally copy the script of the ad and train an AI to then create a brand new piece of creative, whether it's an interview style or a walkthrough style or even a talking head style with a completely different actor or mascot. So this is the ad we've created for Elliot. And we've created many that look just like these. And traditionally, I would just come to one of Elliot's gyms, and let me move my face here so you can see some of these examples. And we would just film, right? I would come prepared with the scripts, but at this point, it was pretty easy. We knew who we were talking to, so we would call them out in the beginning of the video. We would add a little bit of social proof of the 8 schools Elliot has launched and kind of the system that he's built to make these schools successful. And then we would make an offer. That's the difference between the ad videos and the organic videos, and we would help them with both. Now we're helping them add an AI element into some of his creatives, some of his advertisements, so that he is seen as the leader and the forefront of the marketing space in the martial arts community. So a bunch of videos here that have already worked. None of them have been AI, so I'm excited to go ahead and try this with you guys. So like I mentioned, I'm going to use the one ad that has worked for us, because why am I going to reinvent the wheel? If you don't have an ad that's worked for you, do a little bit of research. You'll quickly find even videos with 1 million views, a couple 100,000 likes. Understand that messaging, and you could replicate something based on that, based on people already giving it attention. So you could piggyback off of that as well. So let's go ahead and click on this ad that's been working for us. And then we're going to go into the script here, and I'm quite literally going to copy it, right? And I'm going to go into ChatGPT and just talk to ChatGPT a little bit about this. I have a client who I'm starting to create AI video ads for Instagram. I am going to give you our ad script, and I need your help giving me 5 creative video ideas that will stand out to his audience, which is martial arts school owners. I need scroll stopping video ideas / topics. Let's make it 10. We need more. I need 10 topics to choose from Now, this is important, guys. Make sure that the videos are only 3 to 4 scenes max, because Google the VO3 limits each scene at 7 seconds. I really think it's 8 seconds, but we'll just say 7. So just make sure the dialogue all fits in this window. Make it super punchy and direct, yet creative and scroll stopping. At this point, I'm just talking to ChatGPT, guys, right, to giving it some extra sauce. Here is the script. So first we need the ideas before we could actually start prompting some of this, which could get pretty crazy, guys. Before we actually start prompting some of these videos, which gets pretty long, we need the idea first, right? Is it going to be an interview? Is it going to be a mascot? Is it going to be a garage sale type deal? Is it going to be someone sad? We need the idea before we actually start going into Google VO3. And what better way to get an idea than with ChatGPT? Why isn't this working? Frustrated gym owner, okay. Same owner looking at bills. Boxing glove punches the word profit. Black belt brain, white belt business. I kind of like that. Looking strong, fast cut, packed classes. Busy gym, broke owner. What success really looks like. 100 members is not success. The math isn't mathing. Proof over business. I'm thinking more of an interview style inside a MMA gym. Also, keep in mind that we want to attract BJJ and Muay Thai gym owners, so make the props and scenes consistent with that. So I'm just giving you a little bit of feedback, just talking to it a little bit, guys, and this is what you got to do with AI, guys. You just got to give it a bunch of feedback. Should we switch to ChatGPT 5 thinking? Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch it to thinking just so that it gives us better. Okay, so let me see exactly what he's saying. My team and I have launched 8 resilient justice schools. I feel like none of these really hit with the pain point and offer Elliot is making quick enough. It needs to be clear ASAP from the first scene who we are talking to. So this is just me being a little bit picky, right, with some of these ideas and kind of what I'm expecting and what I've seen online. And you're just going to have to talk to ChatGPT for a while. And this is the way AI works right now. But the more you could communicate with it, I think the better results it will give you. What do most coaches never talk about? How broke most of us are, okay? I finally asked for help. Best decision I made. That's actually pretty good, okay. Burnout is real. The drop off. Let me see, go to 1 again. Gym owner, sweaty after class, sits on bench with gloves in hand. You got over 100 members. Why aren't you profitable yet? I don't feel like that one's hits. You're a black belt on the mat. What about in business? Oh, I like this actually. Let me do this one. Okay, now I need a super realistic interview style 4-scene breakdown for this idea. And I'm just going to paste the idea. right? So now I'm asking it for the interview style prompt, and then we're gonna go an even layer deeper and ask it to give it to us in JSON, which is, let me show you guys, which is kind of this language here that just lets us be more accurate. And ChatGPT actually communicates in JSON much more quickly rather than English. So talking to ChatGPT in English is basically like talking to, as a caveman, to somebody who speaks perfect English, right? As you can see here, it rather give it to us in this so that it could translate the exact things that we want way more accurately. So although it is going to be kind of a copy and paste, see how it looks, make adjustments thing, I think we could kind of get a basic understanding here for each scene. Let me see, and here we could see the prompts. Make sure the interviewer character is always the same. To make sure this accuracy happens in all 4 scenes, we need the character description to be extra, what's it called? We need the character extra detailed, add even more unique features if needed to contain, maintain, and help with accuracy and us remembering the character. Okay, so let's see kind of the dialogue. I think that's the most important piece, the dialogue. Everything else we could kind of, so here for this prompt, this interview style prompt, it is giving us the prompt duration, camera, style, movement, lens, aperture, frame rate, focus, sensor, sim, lighting, key light, practical light, temperatures, notes, audio, dialogue. What's the dialogue? Handheld dynamic mic, unbranded, pointed at speaker, backup, overhead. Okay, what does it say? Oh, dialogue capture, room tone, music, SFX, characters, the role, the appearance, wardrobe, props, the role, appearance, the other character, the action, the dialogue, the interviewer, his line, the rules, the text overlays, the logos, the cuts. Super detailed when you ask it for the JSON format versus just plain English. If you copy this and paste it in Google VO3, it's going to come out way better results than if you just type in. If I just type in right here, give me an ad for martial arts gym. Let's actually do the comparison here using AI video models. The difference between typing in plain English and having a JSON prompt on Google VO3's AI video model. So here we'll just ask it, give me a interview style video ad. Why should it say, why should it be a little bit more detailed? Give me a super realistic interview style video ad for my client, Elliot Marshall, whose offer is helping martial arts school owners scale and grow their school. Make this about being a black belt in MMA, but not in business. Make this scene 1 out of 4. Here is the old ad script that worked for us as a reference. So this is me, my little human brain, trying to prompt in plain English a video ad on Google VO3. And I'm just going to copy the reference over so that it's not completely blind. And we're going to use Google VO3 Fast, which is way cheaper than Google VO3 Quality. And I always choose the fast version first so that I can see and make any changes before I actually spend a little bit more money on the quality version. So let's see this. This is us in English, kind of letting Google do its thing here. Okay, so ChatGPT actually took in our feedback on the character being accurate. I am gonna be completely honest. I know this because I've already gone through the characters not being consistent, which is why I'm already asking it before I even copy and paste this. I already know it's probably not going to be as consistent. And that's one of the little cons that Google VO3 has as of lately. But I honestly think it's not going to be long before this issue is solved and people already found a way with the image to video model, which we could use, but I prefer just going for the words to video model as of now. But there's definitely ways to get around, and this seems to be one of them. So we'll go ahead and copy this and do a completely different project here. And we're gonna now see the difference of this JSON prompt versus, okay, the interview style, I think, threw them off when I said interview style, because what the heck is this?
You're a black belt in martial arts, but you're a white belt in business.
Oh, God.
You're a black belt in martial arts, but you're a white belt in business.
Okay, I kind of like his facial expression here. That would probably crush, but the setting is off, the wardrobe is off, the character is off. I think it messed up. I messed up when I said interview style here. I was envisioning more straight interview, like inside of one of the rings, one of the octagons, doing an interview in the octagon. Oh, maybe that's what I'm envisioning, right? It's having a fighter winning. Oh, that's something we gotta play with here, right? While the other video's loading, we could play here by letting ChatGPT know our feedback and ideas after seeing what Google VO3 has made. Okay, a new idea has come up where I think having an MMA fighter or UFC fighter in the ring and Joe Rogan asking him about the black belt in business. So keep the dialogue. That's what I like, the dialogue of the black belt, but change the characters and environment to reflect a super realistic UFC fighter winning in an octagon and Joe Rogan being our main actor. Let's see if this works. I don't know yet if it actually knows who Joe Rogan even is, but we'll see. Okay, this is the JSON version of what we tried. This is what we tried in plain English, and this is the JSON version using ChatGPT to give us the prompt. So either, I guess what I'm trying to say here is don't go straight into Google VO3 thinking you're going to get the best videos. You need the help of another AI to help you create the prompts in the first place to get the videos. That's a main thing that I'm noticing here.
So so it's about singing.
You're a black belt on the mat. What about in business?
Okay, that's decent, right? That's decent. One thing I would change, and guys, remember, this is the fast version, right? So this is giving us the idea. When we actually choose quality, the audio and the visuals, are actually a lot better. So bear with me. Okay, so I uploaded the first prompt for the post fight inside of the cage, right? And we're using this angle, right, of somebody winning the UFC inside the cage to get the attention of the audience we're looking for, but we're using AI to put our own dialogue in there, our own script in there. So we're setting up scenes that are familiar to people, but using AI to be creative and implement our own offer and penetrate the market through our own offerings, our own products, services, and information. That's how we use AI to create videos and implement into our workflow, marketing workflow that we've already been running the past couple years. Okay, so I just updated ChatGPT on some congruencies, just on thoughts that I'm getting as I'm making changes and updating and seeing some of these videos it's giving to me. I'm also giving it ideas back and letting it know my feedback so that the videos and the prompts are all accurate. Just check this out.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
Oh, got him. I love this. That looks great. I love this. That looks great. Now let's go for the quality version and let's see how that looks. And while that loads for the first scene, we got the fast version. We think it looks good. Let's try the quality one. Now let's load up the second scene. Let's see the scenes and kind of if we need to make any changes. In the cage, tight on fighter, commented on the pack mats, but their margins, it's usually pricing retention. We built a martial arts schools. I like just going to scene 3 right away.
Sorry. Could you like lock the connection?
I like to just go to scene 3. I feel like scene 2 is too weak with the dialogue, with what he's saying. Let's just cut scene 2. I like the dialogue in scene 3 much better for the next thing on the video. Okay, so let's check out these scenes. You're a black belt on the map, but that doesn't mean you're a black belt in business. And then he says, we built 8, I'm gonna add a we built 8 PJJ Muay Thai schools to 7 million, 4,000 members. And we'll install, and we install your pricing, charter membership. A bit too confusing for scene 2. Make more clear. Guys, you're noticing a trend here. It's all about the quality check. That's all that it is with using AI as a creative. You're there for the quality check and to train it and to give feedback, and it'll do the work for you. Something like, we built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members. For scene 3 now, we do and we are going to help you. And now we're here to help you. We're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Fire. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. But I think the scripting and the scenes and ideas and dialogue are there now. Now we go into making the tweaks and creating the video. So let's check out the first scene.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
That's crazy, guys. That looks amazing. So although I do think we could have done a better audio, I'm gonna keep it. It seems organic, it seems real, and I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna upscale it, of course, wait for it to upscale and download it. Cool. So now that we got this, okay, now give me scene 2 in JSON. And JSON is just a language that will help Google VO3 understand the data we're giving it much cleaner and maintain the accuracy that we're looking for. Okay, so now let's input this one into, change it to VO3 fast so that we could make any small tweaks necessary. We're gonna download this one that's ready. And let's go ahead and watch it here.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Next, now give me scene 3. Before we copy scene 3 into here, we're just gonna wait for this one to finish. Before moving on, we'll make any tweaks to scene 2. Okay, let's check it out. Second scene.
BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
Oh, he said Muay Thai hella wrong. For scene 2, he says Muay Thai wrong. Please make sure he says it right. Hopefully ChatGPT knows what I'm talking about, but it'll think on it. It'll sleep on it. But everything else, the scene, the background, the lighting looks good. So we'll go ahead and run this on quality for the next one. Cool. So change this to VO3 quality and run it. Okay, so this is the quality version. Let's check it out.
We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members. We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to...
He says Muay Thai, but people will know it's a joke. People know it's AI, right? So they're gonna comment on it. Like, I want them to comment on it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, now the final and last scene, call to action. Let's go ahead and copy this bad boy into Google VO3 fast first. Make any changes, tweaks, before we go ahead and switch over to the other one. While we do that, we're gonna go ahead and download this second scene here. Upscale it first, wait until it upscales, and then download it. Make these AI video ads. So doing a full YouTube breakdown of the entire thing. So stay tuned for the full 10-minute long video on how I create these ads using AI.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Click the link.
Oh, that's the best one. I'm not gonna lie, that's the best one. You guys just saw me make a TikTok there, but that is the best. Oh my gosh, that's the best one. I can't believe it. Okay, so for whatever reason, every time we use the fast version for this final scene, it looks great, right? The fast version looks great. But every time we try quality version, there's this...
And now we're here to help you grow.
That makes it look fake. So we're just going to let ChatGPT know that. For some reason, when there's a glow behind the guy, the main guy walks, so it doesn't look real. Need this to go away and be realistic and the same guy as the first 2 scenes, please. Let's try this one more time. If not, we'll use the fast version, guys. Fuck it. We'll use the fast version if that one ended up looking good, even though it costs 1/4 of what this costs. Okay, let's see.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business.
This is better, but the background is not as good. We need to be able to see the arena behind him and him in the tunnel. Let's see. Like I keep mentioning, guys, it's all about reiteration with this AI. It's all about giving communication and feedback. And this is a good thing. A lot of you guys probably need the practice with communication and with the patient. So take it as a blessing. Let's go ahead and try it again. And let's actually check how many, oh, we got a ton of credits. We got a ton of credits to play with, guys. Each video costs around 100 credits for quality, and it costs 20 credits for the fast version. And you get around 12,000 credits every month, which could go quickly if you're working on a lot of videos, but if it's just a couple projects, you should be good.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Click the link. And now we're here to help you grow.
F it, guys. Let's do it. That looks great. That looks great, guys. After we have all 3 videos, all 3 different scenes upscaled, downloaded, we're going to hop over into CapCut or Premiere, whichever you guys like to use. I personally like to use CapCut for the actual visual enhancement part, but I always bring it over to Premiere Pro so that I can enhance the audio. If you can notice, the audio isn't the best, so a little bit of enhancement might go a long way in that. On top of this, I'm also going to create one version where it's the full length version, just like this, and then another version that's for Instagram stories, the 9:16 aspect ratio. All right, guys, now that we got the videos downloaded, let's go ahead and open up CapCut, put everything together, enhance the videos a little bit, maybe mess with the colors a bit, and then we're going to open up Premiere Pro, enhance the audio, then we'll go ahead and launch them on Facebook Ads Manager. Cool. So here we got CapCut. As you can see, I've already used CapCut to edit a couple AI videos here, as well as some regular videos for my client. So today we're going to be bringing over just the 3 videos, literally the 3 videos that we got. The most recent one. No, that's not it. That's my video. Where is it? Oh yeah, right there.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
Kind of harsh, but
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
they're the same one, right? I don't think there's a difference in quality unless I'm big tripping here, but I think they're the same exact one, so we'll just leave it. Okay. We'll go ahead and just cut this. Cut to the chase. Even more cut to the chase. We'll go right when he starts talking.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
Okay, we gotta stop.
Belt in business.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Business.
We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Click the link.
Boom. Quick and easy, guys. Quick and easy. Yes, it took, the hardest part was coming up with the ideas and refining, retuning inside Google's VO3 model. First, you really got to spend some time on the pre-production, chatting with ChatGPT, getting different ideas, setting up the dialogue for the different scenes, and then getting the JSON prompts that you're going to copy and put into Google's VO3. Once you understand that process, this becomes very easy. The hard part is coming up with the creative, which I suggest even using other AIs like Claude to help with that. Cool. So inside of CapCut, what I do like to do for the video is do the enhanced quality, especially for these AI videos. I'm going to do the UHD enhanced quality for all three, which is going to take a little bit to process, but I think it gives us a little bit more color and accuracy for the realism, and I think it's worth it. That's literally the only reason why I'm using CapCut is for this feature. I'm then going to bring this video into Premiere Pro, which is my usual editor of choice, and only use Premiere Pro to enhance the audio, and as simple as that, launch it over into Facebook ads. Okay, so this is
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
we're gonna get it in the TikTok.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Click the link.
Okay, so I just brought it into Premiere and literally just clicked enhance on audio, and that's it. That's all it took.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business. Click the link.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enhance it even more, but then I'm gonna do one final version where it's both audios, just to make sure that the audio is a little bit better.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
Okay, for this final step, I am going to airdrop both of these versions to my phone. And on my phone, I'm going to do the final versions just because I like to use an app called Captions for my phone. So on my phone, I use this app called Captions, and I think it has the best AI to create captions. So that's why I use it. Okay, so now let's go into my phone. I've airdropped this video to my phone, and I'm going to use the app called Captions. As you can see here, I'm going to use the app called Captions to basically add captions to this video.
You're a black belt on the mat, but that does not mean...
And I'm going to do some super simple captions.
You're a black belt
Like something like this.
on the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
I don't like that. I need something simple, super simple, easy to read. Maybe even just that, honestly.
You're a black belt on the mat.
Perfect.
That does not mean you're a black belt in business.
We've built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
And now we're here to help you grow.
Let me just remove this. And I also like this app Captions because I do things like this. I could do things like this where I could just hide things. Like that and right there. Actually, we need the and, but we need it in a completely different, yep.
Now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt in business.
It needs to flow like black belt in business. Click the link. Cool. Fire, guys.
Belt on the mat, but that
Fire, fire, fire. TikTok. If this lets me. Yep. Do a TikTok version.
the mat, but that does not mean you're a black belt in business.
We built 8 BJJ and Muay Thai schools to 7 million in profit and over 4,000 members.
And now we're here to help you grow and run your school like a black belt business. Click.
Okay, so after looking at it like this, I think it'll look best even having it on TikTok, the long form version, right? With the black screen on top and bottom. Just because it is AI, when it's super up close, it might throw you off, but with a little bit of distance, it actually looks amazing. Airdrop this back to you guys on the computer so that we could upload this and run it as an ad. Cool, there it is. Cool. So now let's jump into, bring this puppy over here so we could grab it when we're in the ads manager. Cool. So to not overcomplicate it, guys, actually, I'm not going to duplicate any of these. I'm quite literally going to ask ChatGPT to give me an ad script for it. Now, give me a super simple and short ad script like the one we had used previously. I gave you as a reference, but manipulate it to be congruent with the black belt in business theme. Okay, while it generates that, I'm going to show you guys how to create the most basic and simple campaigns here in the ads manager for any type of business, your own business, a client's business. This is one of the best and most simple campaigns you should run with open targeting, and we're going to let the creative actually do the work, right? Talking to martial arts school owners only, the creative and the copy. So we're going to go ahead and do this ad for engagement. So we're going to be driving traffic to engage and send a DM to my client, Elliot, who will then be going through a sales process with all of these people clicking on the video and then selling them on his program. So here we're going to name it V1 AI ad, August 2025. Okay, V1 AI ad, August 2025. And we're going to copy this because we're going to paste it 2 more times here in a little bit. And that's all we do here inside of, let me move my face. That's all we do here inside of the campaign level. So that was the campaign level. We just add what the purpose of the campaign is, the objective, whether that's leads, conversions, clicks, views, in our case, engagement, so that we could get sent messages. So here I'm going to choose the right page we want to set this engagement to. And that page is going to be your client's page. I always recommend it be their personal page if possible, just because it is easier for people to resonate and do business with personal pages. We've come to realize if we can't, for whatever reason, the CEO, owner, or there's no face to the business, they prefer to use a logo or name, completely fine. It's just preferences. Next, we're gonna, on top of here, if you saw, I just unclicked Messenger. If we do run Messenger ads, or if we do want people in Messenger as leads and to talk to, I would just recommend duplicating this and doing a completely different campaign for Messenger only. I wouldn't have both of them. It's just easier to delineate and see where leads are coming from when you actually separate things out like this to the most basic level. Here, I'm going to add a $69 ad budget because $69,420. And here for location, not going to change anything. One thing I am going to change is languages. I am going to change this to English just because that's the type of people that we're looking for. English speakers, martial arts school owners who speak English. If the client speaks Spanish or any other language, you could go ahead and add those into these preferences. But if not, to avoid getting anybody who doesn't speak English, we're going to go ahead and add that. For placements, I do want to hover over advanced placements and edit this because I want to choose manual placements. I would suggest advanced placements if you have an image, but for videos, I would always select manual placements so that I could purposely select where I want this video to be shown. For example, I only want this video to be shown on the Instagram feed. I'm going to unclick everything else that is not the feed. But you have so many options here: stories, reels, in Facebook Marketplace, on Messenger, on Facebook, on Instagram. My personal favorites are Instagram Stories, Instagram Reels, and Instagram Feed. So we're going to do those three for this. We're actually going to unclick Instagram Reels as well, and we're only going to do Stories and Feed. Once we have everything unclicked except for Instagram Stories and Feed, that is where we want the $60 ad budget, $60 a day ad budget we selected. That is where we want it to be going, right in front of where people's attention is, on the feed and in stories. So that's what we do in the ad set. In the ad set, we select the targeting and the placements. Next is the ad level. This is where we select the creative, the video, the image, and the copy, the scripts being used. So go ahead and change the name here. I forgot to change the name on the ad set. I'll just do that. Hit next. And I put August. How dyslexic am I? August is with the G. Let me fix that real quick. You know, I'm human, guys. I make mistakes, but we still get it done. Okay, so for the ad setup, we want to change this from existing post to create ad. But at any moment, you could put money behind any existing post to promote it on the ad manager, which is way better than trying to boost it on the ad. For this, we're going to create the ad. We're going to unselect multi-advertiser ad, which is almost always selected. Just unselect that. And we're going to select single image or video, set up creative, video ad, and upload the new video ad we have here. So once that uploads, we're going to go ahead and select it, and we're going to input our only for BJJ and school owners. Perfect.
Oh.
We'll just copy that for later for this. Only for BJJ and Muay Thai school owners. You're black belt on that, not in business. We're going to delete that, which is so AI. And we're also gonna let Facebook Advantage Plus Creative AI do its thing. So we're gonna let it give us some examples and test examples for us. I do like to throw this in there just to see if they could actually get better clicks. And I always like to change the button here for learn more, right? Everything else seems a little bit too intrusive to me, except for learn more is the easiest barrier to entry that I've been using as a button for the past couple of years. So go ahead, just click learn more. That looks fire. I like that a lot. I like this. This looks great, guys. This looks great. I really do. And next, after we add the primary text and the call to action button to learn more, next is a messaging template. So whenever you run DM ads or engagement ads, which is selected in the campaign level, you're going to be prompted for the lead to send you a DM or a message on Instagram. So here you want to create kind of the basic layout for the first starting the conversation. We already have a lot of these, so we're going to go ahead and just choose one that we already have, right? I have a school with over 100 members. I have a school with under 100 members, only for martial arts school owners and managers, just making sure that whoever's clicking on this is actually a possible prospect, right? Making sure in the copy and even when they're sending us a message so that we avoid having any confusions. Besides that, it looks actually fire, guys. So I hope this does amazing for Elliot. These type of videos have been going absolutely viral recently. So it usually takes a couple hours for this video to process and get reviewed by Facebook. But I think this is going to be a banger, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me, feel free to comment. You guys will hear from me soon, hopefully with another training later this week. But this was super fun, guys. If you want to see any more videos like this, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, and make sure you follow. Peace out.